First of all, got a microphone check. Can you hear me back there? It's all good? Okay. Alright, first of all guys, I guess my name's Bryant. I'm from SUNZ, as Bryant mentioned. I'm from the SUNZ Auckland office. And I've got to be honest with you, I've got a bit of a challenge ahead of myself. I've got 15 minutes, and I'm going to do the best visual analytic tool in the world. Alright, okay, there's no more comments, no nervous laughter. You guys are going to be an easy audience. Right, so we've got 15 minutes. Got a lot of familiar faces in the crowd. I know you guys have had a bit of experience with the tool. There's still some of you who have not. So over those next 15 minutes, I'm going to do a quick overview of VA, what it is, some of its features. And I'll touch a bit on some of those lesser known facts of VA. And I'm also going to do a quick demonstration. Right, so there's a lot to get over in the next 15 minutes, but I'll do my best. Right, first slide. What is VA? Now there's two factors I want you to take away from this slide. 2 points. First of all, VA is built upon in-memory architecture. Right? What does that mean? Well, data is loaded into memory before it's accessible within the tool. Now it's not just about the data residing in memory, it's also about the analytics being performed in memory. And what does that mean for you? Well, those analytical, or those advanced analytical capabilities that typically would take hours or even days, will be reduced down to minutes or even seconds. So it's about speed. Right? That's the first thing we're going to take away from VA. Secondly, it's a role-based tool. So depending on your role within your organisation, you'll have access to one or more interfaces within VA. So I'll go through them. There's 5 of them. First 2 interfaces, we've got the visual data builder and we've got the administrator. That's the 2 interfaces. This is typically through your IT folks, right? So in your visual data builder, they'll be sourcing data, joining those tables together, and loading it into your laser analytics server. Okay? Your administrator interface, once again, your IT folks, monitoring the environment. Okay? Loading and unloading data once again, but more importantly, managing the security. Now we're not talking just at a group level or individual here. We go right down to the granular level. So we can restrict access to individual tables, or even down to rows and columns. Okay? That's the first 2 interfaces. The next 2, the Explorer and the Designer. This is where your data analysts, where your view will reside, and also your report creators, your report designers. Okay? So being a data analyst can take place within the Explorer interface, performing your ad hoc analysis and your advanced analytics. And if you're a report creator, you'll spend your time with the designer. Right? Creating those dashboards, creating those reports, and pushing those out to report to consumers. Which leads me into the last environment, and that's your mobile BI, your report consumer. Right? In my experience, we talk a lot about VA and its analytical capabilities, and there is a lot there. Right? We're talking about forecasting, talking about decision trees, goal seeking, talking about unstructured text analytics, sentiment analysis. There's a lot there. But I want to focus today more around its dashboarding capabilities. Right? So once we've created these dashboards, we can now surface those, collaborate and share that information. Right? Now, historically we've done this through tablets, be your Apple, your Android devices, and also through your web browser on your laptop and desktop. More recently, it's on these things, your smartphones. Okay? So now you can create those dashboards, push them out to your smartphone and surface those reports. But it doesn't just end there. You've got your desktop applications, your Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, and your PowerPoint. Furthermore, your other collaboration applications, such as Outlook and SharePoint. Okay, so we've got a rich workbench there about creating these dashboards and delivering them out to report consumers. That's what I really wanted you to take away from today. Now, moving on to the actual demonstration, I've pre-recorded this, and there's 2 reasons for that. First of all, we've got a tight time frame of 15 minutes, and I know Scott will shoot me if I run over it. And secondly, I don't want to be sitting here clicking on the laptop, I'd rather talk you through what I'm doing up here. So this is the demonstration, and as I mentioned in the previous slide, I'm going to be taking the part of, or the role of, the report design. That's what I want to focus on today. So this is the report design interface. We'll talk you through some of the aspects of it. In the middle we've got our workbench, and this is where we're going to create all our visualizations. The left-hand side, we've got all our objects, or visuals, that we want to put onto that workbench. And also we have a data tab. Obviously the data that resides within Laser that I talked about before, we can now populate it into those visualizations. On the right-hand side, we have our properties pane. What are we going to be doing here in this sample walkthrough? I'm going to be creating a very swift, very quick dashboard, simple one. What I'm going to showcase to you is a couple of things. First of all, the capabilities of creating hierarchies within your data. Okay, so creating drill paths. It's all about creating interactive reports, not just static reports. So I'm going to showcase that in this demonstration. And secondly, the whole idea of the data that we have here, the sample data, it's around a fictitious retail organisation that sells toys. Okay? And what we're trying to do as a report creator, we're going to create some sort of visualizations so that report consumers can monitor how happy our customers are and how well our product lines are selling. So let me just click start on it now and we'll walk through. Right. First thing we're doing here is we're going to populate our workbench with our multiple objects. First of all, it's a simple bar chart. Secondly, a time series plot down the bottom. You can see it's location based when we drag and drop. And finally, a tree map. That's it. We've created our containers. This is basically our structure of our report. Let's populate it with some data. As I mentioned, I want to create some sort of interaction with report consumers. So we're going to create a hierarchy. We're going to create a hierarchy based on products, so going through such things as product lines or product make. So we name it. We grab the relevant data items, in this case the product line, the product make, the product style, and we click OK. That's it. We've just created a hierarchy. Right. So let's populate some of these containers. Dragging our product hierarchy onto our bar chart, instantly populates. Because we're interested in sales, we're going to drag across our order totals. That's the first visualization done. Yes, we're going to tree map over to the right, grabbing order totals. And for those of you familiar with tree maps, that's the size of the table, the size of the tile. Secondly, we're talking about a hierarchy we just created. So we have drill path functionality. I'll show you that in a moment. And finally, we're looking at customer satisfaction. We're going to apply colour over the top of that to see how happy our customers are. Finally, let's populate our bottom time series plot. First of all, order total, transaction month of year, and because our fictitious toy company have multiple facilities, we're going to drag and drop different continents those facilities reside in, and it will group up those lines. That's it. Okay, that's probably taken about 45 seconds or so. Create that, no more than a minute. That's our current report, where it stands. I want to go further than that. I'm going to create some sort of interaction for the report consumers. So let's move into interaction here. And I create an interaction between my bar chart and my time series plot. Let's go back to the view. And let's test out that interaction. So as I click through each product line on the top left bar chart, the bottom visualization will update and show just relevant information to that. Click on the next one. Now, not only just can we click that and create an interaction there, but we've got our hierarchy we created earlier. So now let's drill into the game product line. Now we can see all the products that make that up. Each time you click on one of these bars, it's continually updating that bottom visualization. Right, so it's all about interaction here. So we'll drill back up, we're at breadcrumbs to the top view of that, and we're going to go focus on our tree map over the right. Now we can see the size of it, it's how much we're essentially selling of those product lines. And the colour of it is how unhappy or happy our customers are. Red means bad, right? Let's zoom in to the beach product line, and you can see from the beach product line, two of the most unhappy products are beach ball and floaty by the looks of it. Really zoom into beach ball, and we can see all of those different types of beach balls that people are unhappy about, yellow in this case. Okay, it's a very simple example, but I've showed you the whole idea of the interaction. Okay? This is what I really wanted to show you on that there. But as I mentioned before, there's a bit of a challenge here for 15 minutes. I just want to show you the overall capabilities of the tool. So let's move on to the lesser known facts. For those of you who have had a lot of experience in visual analytics, people are used to you, these are things we don't typically talk about. Right? I don't know why. You talk about its capabilities in its analytical space, but that rich workbench around dashboard creation and delivery, okay, it's not just about analytics, mobile phone, tablets, and the rest of that. Integration and scalability. So now integration, you don't talk too much about this. Your existing SaaS products you use, be it you're a base SaaS user or you're an e-guide user, all of that stuff, all of the data can be surfaced out of those applications directly into the SaaS laser table. Okay? Scalability. A few questions I get asked. Is there an enterprise version of VA? Well, VA can be deployed in an enterprise-wide fashion if you like. A lot of organisations tend to bring it out just on one server, just for one department, just to test it out. And as more use, or more capabilities are required, we add it on another node or another server. So it's highly scalable. The release schedule. Right? We have an aggressive release schedule. We have 2 a year, roughly every 6 months. And all of those product features, all of the capabilities are driven from people just like you, the users of our products. We don't dictate what we think is good, you guys do. Okay, so those products come out every 6 months or so, product releases. Licensing, not based on users, okay? What other products are, but ours is based on cores. So it all comes down to what type of user you have, what type of work you're doing within VA, how many cores or CPUs you require, how much compute power. And finally, most importantly, is VA in the cloud. We're all talking about it. All the organisations that I now deal with are talking about some sort of strategy towards the cloud. Of course, these capabilities I'm talking about in VA, the fundamentals of VA, fits perfectly into a cloud environment. All right? Scalability of VA. It lends itself to one of the fundamental pieces of cloud around its elastic nature. As you need more architecture, you add on. Okay? Now, VA offer a couple of different options. We offer SaaS Cloud, where you just use the software and we look after the environment. Or if you already have an agreement with a cloud provider, you can have a platform as a service and we can load SaaS VA into that environment. So now to the last slide, and I just want to talk to you a bit about how can you get your hands on it. Well, of course, you can come up to me after a break, buy it off me. The other way is you can look at using SaaS in 14 minutes. 14 days. 40 minutes, we've already had dashboards, right? So 14 days. We actually just released this. So currently what we're doing is we're doing it as an invitation only. But as of next month, you're going to be able to go to the online SaaS store and request that VA license as a trial for 14 days. Now, what you'll be able to do with that is load your own data in there and play around with the full capabilities of VA. The site calls the sas.com/store as of next month. The second way is you try before you buy the site. Right? So sas.com/visual, and I'll just touch on the demonstration I showed you before. It was all performed within that public environment. Right? You can't load your own data in there. There's some demo data. You can once again use the full capabilities of VA. And finally, every month I run hands-on workshops here in Auckland. They're free of charge. The next one's the 15th of September. To register for that, sas.com/New Zealand/events. Or come see me at the lunch break and we can get you an invite sent out to you. But I think that's all I have time for. Thank you for your time.
Awesome. Okay.